Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of PhunkCraft. Been busy, quite busy, very busy actually, in fact. Been through 2 of my really nice pickaxes, just enchanted another one, just here, which is a efficiency free silk touch. Got the silk touch back, very happy. But now, I've just been killing some of these little chaps, and yeah, I'm going to put 39 levels on this pick here, so I thought I'd get you guys on board, and we'll have a look what we get, so I can get here. Hopefully I'll get it nice and quickly. But either way, I'm going to talk to you a bit whilst I do it anyway. So yeah, I've made some big decisions this week with the base. Firstly, I'm not happy with the chicken farm at all. Oh, just missed one. Because it's lagging out the game because of the way chickens work and the way they path and that sort of stuff. So I've been working really hard on a way to change it. Had a little help from a friend of mine. I'll talk about it later on. And yeah, I've got some better ideas. It's a really big build, and I'm going to do that today, hopefully, and show you guys, and talk you through it. It's really complicated. It's much more complicated than the one I'm using at the moment. But it's, hopefully you guys will like it. I do. I think it's brilliant. Right, let's just enchant this and see what we get. I'm hoping for some efficiency and endurance, please. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Very, very happy. Right, cool. So I've got plans for the chicken farm. I've made one in creative, which I've just been doing now. So I know it works. I've just got to actually make it in the LP. So that's the next thing to do. I've also, the other big decision that I made this week is about the base itself. I didn't think it was big enough. My original plan was to have the storage area to be the focal point of my base, but it's since became sort of like just a storage area, and it's not even that big really for a base. So I've actually done, which you'll see in a second, is dug a massive hole in the ground, which is gonna, well, I've not completely dug it out yet, it's huge, but I put the pattern in for the size of the hole I want to create, and basically we'll go this way because it'd be a bit of an unveiling this way. Oh, sneaky peek, and again, oh, give more away. Yeah, there we go. So this is the new plan. This was a ravine here. It's still here. It's just below these bits here. I've had to take a lot of stuff out that I'd put in already, which is a bit annoying. Managed to save the wheat farm, but the reed farm, that's gone, which I'll remake. That wasn't that efficient anyway, considering the amount of pistons I had there. They could be used for something else, this project actually, which I'm about to do. But now the basic idea is this is now the central hub, this massive bit in the middle, which will be dug again right to the top of the the ground level, and then I'm going to have this sort of thing there and there and there. So it'll be a massive cross in the ground, with this being the central area, and then stuff branching off in each corner, each side even. That would stay the storage area, and then these ones would just be like cool contraptions and farms and paths to mines and that sort of thing. No idea yet, but it means I can sort of I can build stuff in the future. And it's just better really. Yeah, it's bigger, more space to do stuff with. It means a hell of a lot of digging though. I've already started digging out back to where I want to go, so I need to dig literally this whole thing out right to the top, which is going to take me absolutely ages, but I'll work on that as I'm doing other stuff, and get that done eventually. This is still the same as it was before. It's just hidden behind glass for the moment, just because I wanted to. I'm just trying out some ideas with that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I've got a couple of things that I quite like that I've tried in creative, which I'll probably put in probably next week actually. So the chicken farm. What I'm going to do, I've got to do a bit of digging to get it into a position so that I can redo it. I'm actually not even sure I'm going to put it in the same place as I have this time. Probably will though, actually. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a pain actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all the eggs out. I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to start work on the new one. Which is going to fit nicely there, but much further backwards. yeah, so what I'll do, I'll crack on with that now, and I'll bring you guys in when I'm at a point where I think you want to see it, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. And no, this is what I was saying about, I think I showed you last time, but I'll show you again anyway. This is why I want to change it, is because when you run out of a certain range of the chickens, you hit a lag spike. Or you don't, because you're live on air, but normally you do. So yeah, that's basically it. So what I'll do, then let's get all these chickens killed. I'll use the old kill switch for now. That's another thing, this isn't particularly efficient either, given it again how many pistons I'm using. And but yeah, so leave it with me. I will be back with you guys in a bit, and yeah, show you where we got into. So I'm about a third of the way through the build now, and yeah, the basic mechanism for the actual killing and the cooking of the chickens is now in. So let's have a look, shall we? See what it is that kills these fellas, and I'll explain what's happening. So let's just push the button quickly. You can watch watch this all take place. Very straightforward. Lava falls down. That was a bud switch, and that there is there for a reason. Now I'll tell you why. The lava blade is my preferred way of killing the chickens because it's the only real automated way of doing it. There are ways where you can set fire to a bud switch on the ground, but you've got to have a flint and you've got to be able to light them, and it's not properly automated, which I don't like. So I want to avoid that. But the problem you have with the lava blades is that they actually kill the chickens before they burn them, and then the items get burnt as well before the lava blade's gone. So the reason this bud's here, and this block pushes out and this block pushes up, is basically because the chickens will rest here. They get pushed up into the lava blade, and as they're pushed up into the lava blade, this block pushes out and extinguishes the lava, which gives the chickens enough time to set on fire, but not enough to kill them. So the items are still cooked, but the chickens aren't burnt. So that's basically what it is. Unfortunately, it does it twice. That's just a tweak I may have to work out at some point, but it works perfectly for what I want to do and doesn't do any damage extra, so I'm not too fussed. So, show you again. Bud operated lava blade up here, much like my my lava blade lighting idea I kept the other day. Passes past this bud switch here, triggers some wiring at the back, pushes that out, and again. Now, it's all quite straightforward. Well, pretty straightforward. This here is actually just the that's just the switch to turn on this pillar here, to turn on the lava blade at the top there, and this bit here. This is the bud switch. It's a self-activating bud switch, and this bit here is the output which powers the pistons. This is the delay which is required so that the buds, it all sort of lines up. That's the bottom piston, and that's the side piston. But a tiny bit more delay. Oh, retouch. So basically, what I'll probably do a tutorial on this at some point separately if you guys like it. I'm really happy with this bit here so far. But I've got loads more features to add now. So what I'm going to do, same thing again. I will do the next sort of third or so of the build. Come back to you guys, show you what it is, and show you what the plans are. But just to let you know, the next thing I'm planning on doing now, you add the chicken or egg collection bay, which is the next bit above here. That's very straightforward. Then the next bit that's complicated is probably the top part, which is the egg shooting, and then you're also going to have a chicken or egg feature where you can either pick whether you want chickens to drop or eggs to drop. But I'll build that, and then we'll have a little look, shall we? Alright, see you guys in a bit. Right, so here we are. Finished design, but a couple of bits of circuitry, which we'll do now anyway. I want to show you these; they're really cool. But this is all but done. In fact, what we'll do, we'll put the last bits of circuit in now, and then we'll come down and play with the whole thing in a sec once it's all finished. Just because it's all be done that way, and I can show you the whole thing from start to finish, the way it works and the way it kills everything and that. So here we go. So what we're basically doing now is getting these dispensers to shoot out the eggs as quick as they can. You notice they're all powered on. This is for the sake of bud switching with these. You can fire dispensers ridiculously fast with bud switches. So this is what I'm going to show you now. Now I came up with a design which I thought was tiny and brilliant. It was about 6x4 or 6x5, and I was really happy with it. Then Nick, or CMB Minecraft as you guys will know him, a friend of mine, came along and said, no, you're wrong. And he showed me something much smaller. Yeah, completely puts my design to shame. So it's very simple. Let me build it for you now. Just start off with a monostable circuit, which you guys hopefully all know how to build. If not, just follow what I'm doing here. It's really simple. Repeater in the middle, 2 ticks, redstone coming down, a torch. Just that. There you go, that's your 1 tick monostable circuit. And what we need to do now is take 2 lines off of this. One is going to be for the piston, which is basically the on-off toggle for the clock, and then the other one here, this is going to be the actual clock itself, and we're done. Absolutely tiny. I'll take a feed from there. So that's actually it. That's it, completely done. I've got a button here. So I can just show you guys. Yeah. And these now, if I'll tell you what I'll do. Well, we're not full through for a start. That's not going to help. But this, I'll show you this now. So down here. In fact, that's not plumbed in either, is it? But as you can hear, yeah, it shoots very fast. I mean, once you've got a full load of eggs in there, and that's firing them out, it should be done and unloaded in no time, and you know, hopefully full of chickens. So what I was going to do was pop some of this stuff in here and show you guys just how quick it actually is. So what we'll do, we'll just turn this off for now. Just once I come down here, and eventually. So yeah, 64 in there, 64 in there. Watch this. So bear in mind this is a stack of 64 each. Done. Very, very, very quick. And look how small the circuit is. That's 4x3 by 4. So absolutely tiny for what it is. Yeah, so thanks for showing me that basically to him, because it's yeah, saved me a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I'll probably be using that a lot more in the future as well. So anyway, let's wire this up. Let's turn it off first because it's not the nicest sound. And yeah, well, everything's now plugged in basically, so this all works now. So let's get our way down to the bottom. And yeah, so here it is. So this is the design. So let me talk you through the bits and pieces. So the way it would work normally is you've got this lever here, which determines whether you're going to have chickens falling through the signs or eggs coming down into this dispenser bit here. You can see where the cobbles ended up here. Now, when it's up, the water on the signs isn't dispensed. When it's down, it's covered in water. So it now serves as an egg collection. They all drop down into the same pool here, and they fall back into the tube at the back here, and then this becomes an egg collector. Obviously this button here now, you can hear, well, you can't hear, but they are now, this is now powering the dispenser at the top, and yeah, they will fire until the eggs run out. There you go, didn't work the first time for some reason, but you can hear it now. And I'll turn it off again, so there you go. So that's that. Now what would normally happen is the eggs would all drop down into here, which you collect. If the chickens drop down though, they're sat at the bottom here. You pop this button here, once they've all fallen in, like so. And I've shown you this before, but that obviously triggers the bud, and then chickens get pushed up, lava gets extinguished, chickens die. Very, very straightforward. So this is it finished. Now obviously, as normal, I've got some room tidying to do, and what I'll do though is I'll whilst I'm doing that, unfortunately this will be the start of next episode now, I'll let the chickens spawn in the top bit. I'll get some eggs laid, and then I can show you guys next time the chicken coop being in full action. And yeah, hopefully, you know, killing me lots of chickens. I think I need a better name though. I think chicken coop's a bit too, it looks so evil, I think, and I think chicken coop's just a bit too nice. So if you guys have got any ideas for evil names for this thing, then please let me know, because I want it to have a nice evil name. But yeah, so yeah, I'll do that, and yeah, I'll show you guys next time. But anyway, cheers for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to see more, if you enjoy what I'm doing, and yeah, as usual, cheers again, guys. Thanks for tuning in.